Number two, frequently asked question: how might this work in practice? I'm saying how might. I'm not saying this is exactly how it's done, but let me give you some examples. Let's consider admission to membership. This could either be a transfer of membership, a Christian going from one church to ours, or someone who's a new believer, or just a believer who's never been baptized, but someone who wants to be baptized. For example, a person attends a covenant membership seminar to learn about the life and doctrine of our church, begins a relationship with the elders and members of the church. So a Christian being a Christian and learning about us learning about this person. This person fills out the membership application, which the point of a membership application is worship and fellowship. It's just a piece of paper that gives someone's testimony, their Christian background and history, so that the elders in particular can help love and steer this person well. They fill out a membership application. They're interviewed by an elder who then goes back to the elders. The elder then presents to the elder board, and upon positive review, feedback is solicited from the church via email. So here's where the keys begin to work. So the elders have done work on behalf of the church. Then they write an email, which is going to have basically this person's, their self-written testimony and a brief bio, and it's emailed to the church, let's say 2 weeks in advance of a vote. During this feedback time, feedback is gathered. The elders are hoping for and desiring positive affirmations and great information about how great this person is and loves Jesus. So during this time, feedback is gathered by the elders from the church. So the church is having a say in this process. And this information is used by the elders to then make a final recommendation to the church. At the same time, some members may reach out to this candidate to get to know them. Coffee, dinner, something along those lines. Now, if any feedback is provided by the church is of such a nature that this candidate would immediately move into the steps of church discipline, then the elders would pause their recommendation and work to establish a discipleship relationship for this candidate. So part of this process, the membership seminar, the application, the conversation, is the elders doing our job as shepherds to patrol the fences of the church, as it were, to make sure wolves don't get in, false converts, false teachers, and so forth. But it's not a foolproof process. And it's possible that someone can be self-deceived or a deceiver. And so one of you may have worked with this person, and you know this person is currently committing willful habitual sin. And so, but we elders don't hear that. And so you're able to give us that information for the sake of that person, the sake of our church, and so forth. Because remember, discipline guards the gospel. It's good for the person to help them know that they're holding a false gospel, and it honors Jesus. So we'd pause that process and tell the church, information has come in, and we're pausing the process at this time of pursuing candidacy, or something like that. But if the feedback is positive, the elders make a formal recommendation to admit this person to membership, possibly pending baptism if they've not been baptized yet. And then at their next meeting, the church votes at the following meeting, either with a verbal aye or nay, or a show of hands, or a secret ballot. Something takes place where this person is brought in. But also, the intention here is that anything potentially negative or uncomfortable or awkward is brought to the elders before a meeting and dealt with in private in the spirit of Matthew 18. Bringing things up for the first time at a member meeting is the inappropriate and wrong place to do that. It should take place beforehand. Only under extreme circumstances should something like that happen.